Welcome back, video tube of Saturday. So adding on to the first video, so I had to go back out. I saw another license plate that had the double A's on it, and in clarification, we have 3 letters and then like a space and then four numbers. Anyways, I saw that, and then I saw 2 Y's, and then I saw 2 V's. I saw BET 777, and then something about, I don't remember the numbers, but it was like EX at the end of it. And what I'm seeing in my head when I say that now is it's like X'd off the menu, like it's out, like at a restaurant, like it's nixed off the menu. So like someone is being removed, period, because they did too much. They went a little too hard in the paint, or a lot too hard in the paint. Was there anything else? Oh, I've heard Frosty the Snowman like 5 times. Every time I was in the car, I heard it like twice. Now I get radio play, it's cyclical and they just kind of play the same songs, just different singers, because it's now Christmas music here. But there's something about magic. Like there's something super magical coming in for you, and this person being removed is part of it, but it's not it. Like I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, and I am very much into the wait and see energy, like at this point, like in that Christmas magic feeling, right? Because like it's kind of fun. And when you have fun with source and spirit, like they come through, right? Like instead of sitting and stressing so much about it. And I get the sense that might be some of the burdens that you have, like you're so worried about it. Like that might be one of the things you have to learn to let go. But I wanted to look into this, and so the first thing that I did is I just kind of pulled out a deck about like self-direction, and it was so much about you have to learn to live and learn. You've lived, you've learned, you let go now, right? Who goes with you from this point on? That's kind of, you negotiate with source on that, right? However, people from your past, whether or not they come with, that's not for you to negotiate, period. Again, God was in rooms that you were not. Source was in rooms that you were not. Source heard conversations, saw actions, heard intentions, felt feelings towards you that you did not. And so I would say whoever has just, faded away or disappeared, or you don't hear from, or you don't even think of, that's a good fucking sign. The door's shut on that. The ink is fucking dried. That's not where you negotiate. But going forward, this is kind of like your tests, right? Like, yes, God likes to give you tests that require patience. And like, it's like chapter tests, right? Like just to check and make sure you didn't fucking forget it, right? Are you still protecting the peace I gave you? Because it's not a thing, it's a person, it's a body. It's Jesus, Yeshua, Prince of Peace, okay? So him, like the source bestowing that within us, are you protecting it, or are you not? Kind of an energy. So if you are, these are like these beautiful things that are coming in. So you have to learn to just let yourself rest too, because it's that restoration. That's when things will come in. It really is. What else? I think that was about it, wasn't it? Yeah, focusing on yourself. Focusing on yourself, focus on your relationship with source, you moving forward. Don't care about what's on your right, don't care about what's on your left, don't even care, do not look back. Okay? So that was what I got when I pulled that. Then I was like, well, who the fuck is in our energy still, right? Like, what are we dealing with? So I pulled out my Caroline Miss MYSS, Caroline MYSS, Caroline Miss, her archetypal deck. So archetypical deck, or what is archetype cards. And you guys, we have like an Emperor, Empress in the reverse. That's what we're dealing with. Are you surprised? The very first card that came out was Mother. All right, so I was like, okay, the light attributes that, like your Empress, that's nurturing, patient, just abundant, joy, bringer of life, part of creation energy, right? Unconditional love. The next card that came out was hedonist, but in the reverse. So more on the shadow side. So this is where they will do anything to pursue pleasure. They do not care if it is detrimental to their health, okay? They indulge at the expense of others. The next card that came out was the victim mentality card, all right? So this is, they play the victim for positive feedback. So they do it in the form of pity. It's an inability to respect or maintain any type of boundary. So they have no boundaries, and they do not respect the boundaries of others. And then Don Juan. Like, I'm so fucking tired of this. I just heard spirit go, yawn. Yeah, that's why these people are being taken out, because they're not learning. They have chosen to not learn. They have chosen to stay in this fucking horrific of like a literally scar on the face of humanity energy. So this is somebody that is a incubi, succubi energy. This Don Juan, especially when you put it with a hedonist, someone's fucking sick, y'all. Detriment to their health. Because the last card that came out is a fucking bully. All right? They conceal their fears, they conceal their wounds behind verbal, physical, emotional abuse. And it's hidden because they think they're fucking crafty, because they hide it, and the public would never imagine, right? It's like, it's, you know, it's at the, if you thought you could get away and go tell somebody what I'm doing, even if it was just to have somebody on your side, nobody would ever believe. You want to, it's like going to the law when it's a law official. How the fuck's that gonna, it's not gonna fucking work out. I've gone through that. I don't really have a lot of faith in our legal system. I don't have a lot of faith in our judicial system. I think it's a fucking joke. Unless you end up in the ground, nothing fucking gets done. That's how I feel about it. It is not the victims. It's not for the victims. It's fucking horrific. You know, and I know that there's good people that work in the courthouse, and there's good people that work in law enforcement, and there's good people that work in protection services, right? I'm not saying that there's not, but I think the system needs an overhaul. Period. End point blank. And I feel the way that I feel, and if you don't like it, that's too fucking bad. If you can't get over that, then you shouldn't even be on this fucking channel. Because you can't respect differences, which means you can't respect fucking boundaries, which means yawn. Get the fuck out. Right? Goddess. You know, if I could start a movement and work on this, then I really fucking would. And maybe that's what I will do, because I'm pretty fucking passionate about it, because you know what? I'm really tired of seeing people get fucking hurt. Very fucking tired of it. Not as much as Most High is, though. And it's because of these energies, right? Collective, you were able to find harmony, okay? You can remember the worst, but you see the blessing in it because you have peace. So you no longer self-sacrifice yourself. You are not going to allow your essence to be sucked out of you anymore. But that's what they're doing. They want your happiness. They want your blessings, right? Because they don't want to be, this is where they live. This is the energy they're in. Overwhelmed, anxious, excessively anxious, nervous as fuck, because they're terrified. That's the state they live in. What are they afraid of? Them fucking selves. And the legions of people they fucking stepped on to get where they are. You were not the first, collective. But you beat them. And it was always supposed to be this way. And that's the problem. That was your curriculum. That was their curriculum. Somehow, some way, they aren't fucking picking up what's being laid down, and they are, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why they keep going. Because they're so driven by the demons that they sold their soul to. Like, they really need to stop doing shit during the witching hour. They really need to stop visiting graveyards. They really need to stop gathering in the woods or, you know, peeling back the carpet in their basement where they got all the shit, the pentagrams and shit on the ground. All right. Pentagrams aren't fucking bad. They didn't originate, they didn't become bad. It's just bad people fucking use them to do bad things. All right. It's all intention. That's the thing. It's all intention. And you, collective, you are like an alien in the best fucking way possible. You are like a starseed, an alien, a freaking warrior angel, probably in the higher ranks, like the seraphims, the cherubims, God, goddess. You're like all of it into this beautiful package. You're fucking magic. Because, well, you just are, period. There's no because. I just heard period, point blank. But everything that's been thrown at you, it's never like shut you up. Like it never stopped you. It never fucking stopped you. They don't fucking get it, but they want it. They want your divine protection. They want that divine protection detail. They want the guidance. They want the riches, the blessings, the inheritance that come with it, but they don't want to do the fucking work. So, and they've had chances. I just heard, have they ever? See, you're focusing on yourself. Continue to have hope and have faith. Hope and faith, okay? There's divine guidance. I mean, you don't take a breath without divine guidance, all right? Peace is yours. You are in a state of peace that's not going to go anywhere, all right? Where are they at? Oh, bro, that's a scary card. It says unspeakable at the top. Unspeakable. Obstacles. Suffering from mental health issues. That's where they're sitting right now. Okay? I just heard we listen. I told you, they hear things we never could. All right, look at that card. It's a fucking nightmare. It's like all these hands covering a face, like suffocating a face. And then underneath it, a fantasy versus reality, okay? You are not delusional. When you dream big, and that's the point. You believe and you believe and believe, right? But the others, they are not entering into this like serendipitous security that you are. And they know it. So that's the destiny swapping, right? Because all they can do is be a Don Juan, a hedonist, a frickin' emperor, empress in the reverse. Surface level bullshit, okay? They could never look beyond appearances. And that's the problem, collective. You want me to be honest? Is they saw your light, they knew, but they didn't want to wait for the riches to come in. And the minute somebody else came in and tricked them and said, hey, you could have this right now and this right now, they left you high and dry because you didn't have it fast enough. That's how fucking shitty these people are. I just heard let them. The grass isn't greener. They're finding out now the grass isn't greener. I guarantee you some of them are probably praying to be taken. They're not gonna go. The good Lord's not gonna remove, I cannot make it up. Ancient elemental magic, utilizing primitive power of nature for transformation and manifestation. That is you, collective. They could never, but they won't not witness this for you. They'll probably be freezing their ass off in a jail cell, going bald, getting fat, you know, because all their sins and all their evilness gains, it packs on the pounds, you know? And their hair's gonna fall out. They might not have, what else did they do to us, collective? Make your lashes fall out, fuck up your teeth, I don't know, make you smell. I mean, all the stupid shit that it started with and then just proceeded to get worse. I can't make it. Look, mystic, whoever they went to do this shit to, right? And then if they couldn't afford it anymore, whatever they were, you know, trying to put together in the kitchen or the bathroom sink, whatever was done, it's all going back, because you have to understand, collective, the level of psychic and spiritual protection that you have around you is rare. It is so reflective and thick. I mean, they can't look anywhere near the direction that you are, because evil can't look in a mirror because it can't recognize itself. It can't see itself. So anything that they would try to send or look at you to do, it blows up and goes back faster, stronger, and harder. Without you even knowing. At this point, collective, yeah, see? You are maintaining symbolic purity. You're symbolic in purity of heart and purity of spirit. It's the, a virgin. It's a clean start. And then you have somebody here as a saboteur who only knows self-destruction, because that's the world they live in. They try to destroy other people to prevent their destruction. Well, now they're going to have all of the self-destructions at once. Publicly, for some. So, let's see if we can get anything else out of here. Where's the collective right now? Let's get oh shit. A warrior and then the bully. But the bully came out in the upright. So, I just saw Avenger and Pioneer. You highlights, you're just intimidating as fuck. That's what this means. So this is how you made it through what you did, because you don't get scared of much. You're able to confront your fears. So that's what the light attribute of being a bully is, all right? You are intimidating. And there is probably something about your looks. I don't know what it is. And you might have noticed, a change too in yourself, if you haven't, others have. It's the spiritual healing. So, and that might be making you want to alter your wardrobe, alter your hair, alter your makeup, alter things, right? Like, you don't really know where it's coming from, but it feels good. And you're not like questioning. You just do it because you're coming back to you, right? So yeah, the light attributes of I love it. Look, it's like a cloud. Okay. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others. You confront the inner fears that bully you. That's why you're not, you can't be mastered anymore, because you are the master. And then the warrior. So the warrior here, it's strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. Your ego and your soul work as one now. Rare. So, in the first reading today, I talked about put it down. Stop carrying the weight. Stop carrying the projection. Stop carrying the guilt of, well, what if I would have done this? Or what if I would have done that? Well, I hope they're going to be okay. Or I don't have this and I don't have that. Like, those are all fucking projections. Because they're trying to alter how you think and feel about you as a person. They don't want you to have companions. They want you to be Eeyore. They don't want you to have anything good. They don't want you to have job offers. They don't want you to have friends. They want you out of your house. They want you to not have a car. They want you to be like completely Five of Pentacles. Because where are they going? When you left, your umbrella of karmic protection went with you, okay? When you are with someone, being the divine light that you are, that person has a karmic protection over them as well, meaning karma can't come at them. Why? Because there's the danger of you, chosen one, being hit by their karma. So there is a shield over who you have let in, right? They get to reap the benefits. But here's the problem. They start thinking that it's them, getting jobs or promotions, pay raises, nicer cars, nicer things happening to them, right? It ain't them, it's you, collective. So then what they do is they start sucking you dry, and then they'll start to shut you down. And that's where, like in my case, you look at the Maslow's hierarchy, and they were, yeah. They'll make you doubt in your head. Then they'll doubt how you feel about, they'll doubt you won't be able to make a decision. Then you feel like you don't like how you look. You don't like this about yourself. Then you start to shut up, and then you start to come back inwards, right? And then you start to be drained all the time, and then you start to get sick, and then you start to question if you really think you need to be here. That's what they do. And you know what's happening while you're just being literally siphoned? Everything about your essence, your life force. They suck you they're energy vampires. While they're draining your ass, they're living the life. And they wanted to keep you there. Or have you can be completely erased so they could just, jump in your shoes. That's what you have to let go of. And for them to get their karma, that's the key. Okay? You're the light. You're the bully's bully. When you face it, which you've done mostly, you release it. The minute you look yourself in the mirror and say, okay, this is what happened, and okay, so here's where I'm sitting. I was cheated on. They were abusive in every which way possible. I don't have any money. I'm in debt because they did this, right? Well, let go of the because they did it. It's already happened, right? Like, it doesn't matter. Now you realize, okay, how do I dig myself out? You let go of pride, you let go of your ego, and you deal with what you have to deal with. You prioritize, right? And that's what you've been doing. You've been healing. Now, some of you, this is a really big collective. You could be just in this process of starting, which I don't want to alarm you, but say, this is that, some of you might be in that period where, like, you just wish you could talk to them, or you just want to talk to them, and or you just wish they'd get their karma, or you wish this, right? Like, that's where you're supposed to be, and you have to go through that stage. Sit with it, okay? But they didn't change. They're gonna come in, and it's gonna be worse next time. That's all I'm gonna say. Just a piece of advice. I'm gonna leave it there. You can take it, or it's out. I said it. As somebody who fell for it, it's much worse and much more painful. And looking back, seeing how it was, seeing the triangulation, making all the points, but yet having nobody understand it until it was too late, sucks. But I recognize things now, like, I know this, I know that, I don't question this. And the thing is, I didn't have to do a goddamn thing for things to work out. And I am 110% so much better than I was 10 years ago, because my life fucking started being drained from me to the point where my body was fucking physically dying. And I didn't even know it. That's what you've escaped. Some of you might, like I said, just be in the process of getting out, or just got out. When that phone rings, because it will, protect the peace. These gold diggers, they're crafty. This is narcissism to a T, but it's covert. It's predatory narcissism. It's grandiose narcissism at this point. Okay, gender does not matter, all right? The minute people left my life, the next day things were better. My animals started acting better. My body started getting better. I started getting answers. I started having movement. I started thinking. I started feeling. But, it takes a minute for you to realize all of those things, how it's all connected. When you look at it that way, fucking A, man, you should be on your knees thanking God, because I was. So when that happens, that's when karmic pain is released. You let it go. That's when karma starts spinning the block. Does that make sense? Because you are completely removed, and that door's been sealed. So any karma that hits will not hit you, because again, it all goes back to that. We don't want the chosen ones. We don't want these divine earth angels, these people that have big missions here, to be dinged anymore. So sometimes it takes a little bit of time, but you also have to remember, where do you sit? What are you still hanging on to? And that was the message today. Put it fucking down. Get off the goddamn fucking cross. They need the wood. Stop living in the past. Even though you may think you're here, sometimes the wounds are just deep. And it's okay. Been through that too. Let yourself have your moments during the day. You fucking just cry because a song comes on. Let the tears come out and move on. Process it. Learn to accept that sometimes things are just going to happen like that, or you're going to have moments. Don't fight it. Don't deny it. Because remember, you're the bully's bully, right? You've tamed most of the monsters. If you're here right now watching this and this resonates, then you've done most of the work. But just remember, why do you feel burdened? Why do you feel sad? Think about it. The minute your emotions change like that, stop. Ask yourself, what happened in the last, 30 seconds, 2 minutes, 5 minutes that made you feel like this? If nothing happened, guess what? It's a fucking projection. They're trying to weaken you again. Say thank you, but thank you next. Right? Talk to the hand. The face ain't listening. You can just go right back to where you came from. That's all you got to do. That's why I say too, make sure you check in with your guides every day. Every day. Every day. I talk to mine all the time, so that's like normal for me. But they'll help keep you grounded. And that's where taking a deep breath, that recenters you, that refocuses you, and it reconnects you to the divine. It reconnects you to the moment, that mindfulness, being in the moment. And in the earlier message, Spirit's trying to move you. They're trying to push you to where they want you to be, the Six of Swords, right? The Six of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Find that creative spark. Whatever that creative spark is, just keep doing that. Or, learning more about it. We have the Page of Swords too. Like, these are learning new skills. These are putting things together. Like, you're smart. Your mind is like this, right? It can also mean that people are watching you, and to be careful about who you tell your business to, which that's just always, always a smart thing. Always mind your P's and Q's and keep your mouth fucking shut. Really, nobody needs to know what you're fucking doing. You and God, that's it. Just keep going. When the world needs to know, guess what? The world's gonna fucking know. You don't need to do anything. You just move in silence. So follow the creative spark, because that blocks all the other shit. And it lets divine truth and divine direction flow right through you. And the answers come. When you allow the truth to be exposed organically, clarity comes so quickly. So you have to learn to let that down. Because then, like Frosty, the magic can come in. So let's see if I can get any here. Oh, well, there might be an earth sign, earth and water signs. Oh, and then there's clown. So I feel like somebody is grounded and then somebody's in their emotions because they're a fucking clown. Why not? Why? Because the deadline. I told you they're being taken off the menu. So, all right, let's see. And there's the divine feminine. Masculine if you're a masculine watching this book. Gender doesn't matter in tarot. What confirmations can I give the collective, Spirit? Yeah, somebody is like fucking confused as fuck. All right? They're lost. Now they feel invisible. They can't get away from what's coming at them anymore. All right? So they can't, it's kind of like they want a hermit, but they can't. Because, yeah. Union in the reverse. So this is somebody that you broke up with, somebody that was kind of in your inner circle, all right? So there's no reconciliation. They're not coming back. Do not take them back. Do not answer the phone call. Let it go to voicemail. If you do run into them or somehow, some way, some shape or form, like you're still around this person and they want to have a conversation and you can't avoid it, listen. You can sit there and listen, right? There's nothing wrong with listening, but be aware. Be aware. How is it making you feel, right? You hear their words, but feel the energy. At this point, you'll know if they're lying or if they're telling the truth. All right? It doesn't look good, though. And I think what is part of the issue, too, why they're so angry and in their feelings is because they don't get how it's worked in the past. How do they not want me back? How does everybody else not want me? I don't think anybody wants this person around them. Why? Because their secrets have come out. Secrets in the reverse. Like here, this means that like they're going to be exposed in the upright. They're like, it's coming, it's happened. So why do you think they want to come back? Oh, pity me. Working it out, negotiating with you, begging. I can't fucking make it up. And then closed off. See, Spirit saying like, do not take these asshats back. Do not believe a fucking word that comes out of their mouth. They have yet to take accountability. They have yet to even seek any form of forgiveness or understanding. They just went to the next person, and then the next person, and then the next person, and now they're back because you've always taken them back. You've always believed them. It's like there's a sailor has a woman in every port. That's what I feel like. They just want some fucking action. Don't give it to them. Oh my God. I didn't even look at that. They just want some fucking action. Ravenous. Yeah, don't. They're fucking clowns that are probably sick. Clown and sneaky. Yeah, they're not being honest with you. They were never in the first place. Why would they start now? Why? Because lying always has worked. That's why people lie. It's always worked. Not anymore. Anything else here? On TV, I just saw I think it was FanDuel. The code was kneel. Somebody's being put down. Like, they're gonna kneel in front of you because the source is making them. Trust me, this is a war zone. They did not even imagine. They brought the war to you, but they never thought it would be a war zone. In the closet, secrets being held down, like on the DL. I'm telling you, this person, society would never expect this person to be as disgusting as they are. I think it's Taylor Swift who has a song, it's called The Saddest Man Alive or something. I got a few of those in my life. Literally now I look back and I'm like, they're the saddest fucking person I've ever met. And now they can't get away with it. But you, collective, did. So you have magic coming in. This is running away in the sunset, beginning an adventure, going on a vacation. Even if the vacation is just them being taken and escorted out of your life. That's a vacation in and of itself. Mm-hmm. Clown and obsession. Seriously, take a fucking seat. Get a hobby. They're fucking obsessed. They're ashamed. They're embarrassed. They can't alter this appearance now because the mask is gone, right? And now they're trying to cling to anything and anything that they could, everything or anything that they can to stop from drowning. You're getting signs about this though. If you're in no contact or you're not talking to this person, you might hear about something, you'll see something, or you're hearing it in songs. Like if songs keep repeating over like the same things, that's what Spirit's trying to tell you. Like, they're a fucking liar. This is a facade. Like the wearing a mask, the scripting, the false narratives, trying to control others and control narratives about any and everything. Like, these are the kind of people that will say, oh, well, she doesn't have a car now because she's poor. Or I stopped paying, so, you know, because I did everything for her. Or she's moving home because she has a drug problem, or she's moving home because she got kicked out, or she got fired, or she did this, or she, like, it's their issues they're putting on you to still try to keep their side of the street clean, but they can't do it anymore. All right. So it's almost as if like they're exposing themselves. So they're acting weird. Things don't line up. Because you have to understand, we talked about karma. So they are trying to cheat the system. But you can't cheat the system. Like, you can't. So like Spirit Council, Spirit Court, like, you can't cheat the Most High. nor could you cheat out Metatron. So if you try to claim A, B, C, D, and so did this, but you've left out a few things, or you are lying, like false reporting, that may work in this plane. It's not going to match up there. And that's instantly going to get caught. And now, collective, as you heal, as you release, as you get rid of all that dark bullshit and you make room for blessings, that miscarriage of justice can be fucking handled. That's what's happening. Okay? Yeah, see? So there we have an earth sign here that might be trying to contact you. It doesn't have to be. I'm just saying, in their top 3 placements, it could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You might be an earth sign. You might be getting some communication about something. Or you might have left something unread around winter, which is like almost now. And then there's justice. So, butterflies and options. So the Justice card says legal matters, divorce, legal papers, or a court visit. You might be hearing about something. Like, so these masks come off, right? These energies, if they violate spiritual law, they're violating man-made laws as well. And without your cloak of protection, and with you healing and releasing, whatever was on easy street for them, or like whatever they've gotten away with in the past, right? You know, that's not working anymore, and it's all due. Every like get out of jail free card is expired, right? And it's all going to come due at once. And so the decision's been made. I just heard that. The decision was made. So spiritual court, judgment came down. Not good. Good for you, collective. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario for these assets. So that might be some of the communication. Now for others, some of them might be coming in to try to, like, because they don't learn, still control the narrative because they know it's going to come out. Right? There might be some that pass away. You might be seeing orbs. You might be seeing, or just, you might feel like something is off, or a tie that's been cut, right? You can't really explain it, but you don't feel their energy anymore, but it's a different. Somebody might be really sick or passing away or an accident. There's a lot of accident energy going around. I can't deny it. I have to say it. It's in the energy. Like, I am getting, like, in my decks that I've made, I have like it's like Final Destination and Jurassic Park together. Jumanji kind of a thing. That's the war zone they're in. They're not gonna get out. So there might be deathbed confession type energy. I think that with this justice here, I'm hearing the word scribing. So I'm wondering if there's documents or digital evidence or text messages or group texts or something about doing illegal things or planning to block you in some way, shape, or form. I mean, you name it. It could be a cyber stalking, hacking. Hacking is huge too. It could be stalking you, gang stalking, fake profiles. Like, I mean, they'll do anything, right? Because they don't like you. They love you, but they hate you, right? Like, fucking obsessed with you. They're unsatisfied with their own life, so they just make everybody else's life miserable because then they're happy. I just heard rookies. Like, they're rookies. They may be trying to hide a pregnancy. And pregnancy and children came out at the same time. Somebody might be trying to hide a family. And they were doing the most to try to do this or to save a family. You may have a child. This may involve a child. Child support, child custody, whatever it is. The time ran out. Divine intervention's here. So there might be things that are reversed, or somebody might be snitched on, who won a case or got away with something, and it's been a certain way for a while, and you've just been given up on it, right? Like you gave up on it. Maybe you didn't it didn't seem like it was in your best interest at the beginning, but like, you know, it was, right? Something may be coming to light, or somebody might be snitching, because I just heard snitches get stitches. And then heartstrings. Somebody might have seen the truth now with the masks coming off, being exposed, secrets, like, you know, their closets being aired out. Somebody might be pissed off because they fell for this. They fell for the mind games. They fell for the false narrative, right? And they have proof. They have receipts. They might be saying, this is bullshit. Like, I'm going to take care, you know, like, oh my God. And because that's them repenting, trying to clear their conscience, but they're doing it for the right reasons, if that makes any sense. This collective is just really big. I'm getting so many things. I'm going to, like, that's just a lot. I really do get the sense of there's hardcore evidence. I'm just like, they wouldn't be dumb enough to like write shit down in a book. If they were, would they? Like, who would be that dumb? Who would be that fucking dumb? Okay, I can't afford this, you know, priestess or priest anymore to do stuff. So I know they were doing this, so I'm gonna do this and write it down. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know, but whatever this is, collective, like, I feel good about this for you. If you can let yourself let it go. I don't know what to do. I kind of want, okay. They say angel number thingy. Because this is getting a little long here. I can't make it up. Look, letting go. Letting go. It's not your war anymore. It never was your war, to be honest. The weapons might have formed. They might have, you know, stung a little bit, but they didn't prosper, collective. And I think that's now, because it was never your war. This was always bigger. Bigger than you. All right, here we go. Close this up here. I'm sure they want to move on with their night, spirit. Balance and reflection. See? You're maintaining and progression. Okay? Reflection, balance, progression. I'm hearing the name Eric right now. Completion. Enthusiasm and shift. I cannot. With reassurance. There you go. Reassurance. So let's see. Reflection. So here's your numbers, collective. Let me look at these. And I promise we'll get out of here. Fuck. 4344. So, okay. I'm going to start here with reassurance because I think that's the best word we can hear right now. Reassurance. 747. So we have sevens. The next one I got here is reflection, which is 987. Another 7. So there's 3 sevens. I saw bet 777 today. Oh my goodness. We have all the numbers, but they're all going in order. We can go 1 to 10 or 10 to 1. So this is countdown energy, and this is like 1 offense, 2 offense, 3 offenses. Like boom, they hit 10 offenses, they're gone. They're nixed from the menu. Okay, progression. 1, 2, 3. We'll start there. You're experiencing forward movement and the sequential unfolding of events. Trust the natural flow of life and take steps towards your goal with confidence. All right. Then I'm going to move here to balance, which is 3 2s. Okay. I saw that on a license plate today too. Oh, and my mileage in my car, my new car is 222. So crazy. Maintain harmony and balance in your life to manifest desires. That's protecting the body of peace that you were given. Okay. So then we're going to go to 3 4 3. Enthusiasm. Let yourself be happy. Approach life with an optimistic attitude, even in the face of a challenge. Again, like I said, you're magical. You're the magician. They don't know how you do it. All right? So it says, even in the face of challenges, you find excitement and you see opportunities that lie ahead and you embrace them with open arms. Enthusiasm. She has like a devil-may-care attitude about her. I love it. All right. Then I'm going to go over here to shifting. This is number 565. Look at her. She's just like, you want to come here? No, I don't like you. Thank you. Next. 565. Take a look at your life and you saw which areas needed to be shifted. Now you've done that and you found joy. Take time to reassess the priorities as you move. All right, that's what's creating your little like ladder, right? That's the plan for yourself. You're like a Navy fucking SEAL, dude. I love it. This collective is a fucking bomb. All right, then I'm gonna go here, reassurance, which is 747. Trust your intuition, make your practical decisions. That's the decisions that align with the higher purpose, your higher self, okay? And you'll know because you'll feel it. And your guardian angels are acknowledging your efforts. Then we have reflection. You've done this healing and shifting and moving forward, and you are able now to stop and you can kind of evaluate where you are, what you've done, and you can embrace it, whatever it is that you see. You sit in that uncomfortability, that self-reflection, and you use it to propel yourself forward. That's beautiful. And that's how we get to completion. All right, 999, releasing what no longer serves you and being happy about it because you're excited for what's coming. Whatever happened in the past, regardless of outcomes, you're fucking blessed and happy. Because I am. I have never been happier, right? Because you also know that you did not violate laws. You didn't violate universal law. You didn't violate, most likely, physical realm law. You did it by the book. You didn't say anything you got to take back. You didn't pop off. You moved in silence. Who's the fucking man or woman, right? You're not crying in your cornflakes. You're not playing victim. You put your big girl pants on, your big boy pants on, and you grew the fuck up. You're not a fucking child in a grown-ass fat body because all you're doing is carrying around your emotional sin. That's what they are. The demons add weight. It's like, what is it? The TV adds 10 pounds, the demons add 100. So, because you can release and move on, your new chapter's here with lots of blessings. So there you go. Get off the fucking cross. It's winter. Take the wood and use it for a fucking fire. It's a bag of dicks anyways. That's what I call the 10 of Wands card. Stop carrying around a bag of dicks that aren't yours in the first place. Right? Especially if they're sick. Which I'm telling you, somebody done played around too much in the sack, if you know what I mean. I don't wish that on anybody, but be smart. Put on a hat. All right, collective. I love you so much. You're fucking bomb-ass energy. Remember, if you're in a good mood and you're having a good day and all of a sudden something shifts, stop, pause, acknowledge, ask your team, and send it back. That's all they're telling you to do. Don't let it fuck up your flow. All right, I love you. Until we meet again. Bye for now.